Yes, he's back here again with a very rusty, sore voice, as you can hear. I hope that's okay. I want to get back into business. I'm so behind schedule. I had some days off sick. I just did the uranium week. The uranium recap looks great. Twitter recap with some charting, mostly gold and silver. Gold and silver looks fantastic, and the daily recap here for again gold, silver, and copper looks nice, especially gold and silver looks absolutely fantastic. Check them out. As always, like, subscribe, do your thing. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, a subscription. I will highly appreciate it. And yeah, again, my voice is a bit rusty, a bit tired. I hope you can see through it because we are going to be looking into shipping. Again, it's been roughly 2 trading weeks before we looked at it. And the last time, roughly 2 weeks ago, we were starting to see some early signs that maybe the Baltic Dry index and the shippers the looks could be in for some big breakouts. I just skimmed through the charts, and oh man, the Baltic Dry index specifically fantastic, and the tankers fantastic. All right, what am I talking about here? The Baltic Dry Index, as you know, the neckline here, broken, retest, boom, resumption. The target is roughly 4,400 for the BDI. Maybe we can overshoot to the upper golden trend line right there. But this is very constructive. We are in stage 2 uptrend on the weekly. Beautiful. You can also see today here 9% on the BDI. So that's nice. What is very nice is the BDRY, which is the breakaway dry bulk shipping ETF. Look at these at this run here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, one-way street, no selling, just pure buying. All the hard work is done now, guys. And we are above the 30 weekly. We are above, that was resistance. We have taken out that resistance line coming down here, and these lows here, in my view, going to the daily. I'm never, ever buying here. You can see we are just flaming hot on the overbought condition. What we want to do now is wait for the pullback. We are into some stiff resistance here as well at roughly 10.5. Again, if we can get a pullback all the way down here, that's when you want to be playing. That's really what it is all about. So now we have the stage 2 breakout, and now we want to have the stage 2 retest. And again, if we can get it in here at roughly 7, depending on 7 is probably the lowest that we will go, but that will be a beautiful, beautiful entry in this ETF. Again, it pays no dividends. Oh, I thought it did. Excuse me. But again, this is what we're waiting for. Now we want to buy the first pullback after a stage 2 breakout. All the hard work is done, guys, right here. And this is what we're looking for again. Again, don't chase here. No, again, could it go higher? Yes, obviously. But people that are buying now is often the ones who is left to hold the bag for during the pullback. Don't ever chase such a big move. RSI flaming hot. We did all the breakouts. Let's just play it like we want to do, which is the first pullback, guys. Just have patience. Again, NM here, we have it on, but I think a bid is on. Some sort of bid right here. Let's not waste too much time. SBLK. Oh, fantastic. We had that mini flag here. Boom, higher again. Every dip should be bought in my view, especially when we get above the shoulder high. But definitely this head and shoulders doesn't look like it wants to play out. And yeah, again, I wouldn't be a buyer here per se. You can see again, here we are flaming hot. So any pullbacks should be bought up in my view. For the SBLK, so that's Star Bulk Carriers Corporation. CTRM, funny enough, is getting a bit here again. So now comes the almighty retest of this zone here again, depending on how you want to draw it. Let's see what happens here. Definitely the sentiment is just out down the drain. But again, we want to get above. If we want to get into it, I'm not saying that we are, but if you want to get above, we want to buy the first. Again, that's how I play it. The first pullback after a false breakdown. Still very early, about a 10% day for CTRM. Okay, fair enough. That's nice. GLBS looked fantastic. We called it here. Not many people were. Huge run up here, bull flag. Boom, it wants to go higher. We have a big level here to get through at roughly 2.5. But oh man, again, it looks absolutely fantastic. It really, really does. I have to delete some stuff here on the SB, which is the safe bulkers. Again, this is beautiful. We had that mini blue squeeze here at the neckline. It held, oh, excuse me. And now we are blasting higher, making higher highs. Again, we are in a stage 2 confirmed uptrend for the SB. Again, pullbacks should be bought in this case, depending on how you want to play it. But definitely, we are going to charge at a 15-year long trend line now, in my view, at roughly 4.5. So in my view, how I would play it is we wait for that break, right? That's when patience comes into play. Just wait. If it breaks, you will have time to get in, no worries. D Nord here, not as bullish. I want to do like this. You can still see here we have a tiny bounce here, but again, let's see how it is. Still support with that golden uptrend, and we have the formation here to go long. So for now, a tiny bounce here, but it doesn't look like it has a lot of momentum. So if you're looking at the past 2 weeks candle, big red, some tiny stuff here again. That's never a good thing. So not ideal. EGLE, so the EGLE bulk shipping, again with some early teasing moments here. Again, back above the neckline, guys. That is the first step to invalidate an inverted head and shoulders. Some say that that is invalidation straight off the bat. Usually I want to have the highs taken out, or the downward trend line here. But again, this is very good for this setup here. Again, the lows held, our green support zone held, and now we're back in. So definitely we have to change a bit to the bullish side here for EGLE. No doubt about it. Still a bit early. Remember this. Oh, yes. And we have ESEA, so the EuroC LTD. And we are now full-on bull mode for this beautiful stock. The bull flag has broken. In my view, the path of least resistance is 40, the flag high here, and we are roughly at 30 right now. And if this is the pole and that's the flag, you can do your own measured moves. But again, the Baltic Dry sector looks beautiful. We waited for a long time. We were very what's it called? I can't find the word. It doesn't matter. Let's go into GOGL, Golden Ocean Group. Right here, we broke the red last week, as you can see, and it has been a one-way street ever since, confirming that this was the entry. And yeah, beautiful. We are coming down to the lower side of this bear flag, which I will have some sort of pushback. But again, every pullback in my view should be blocked. We are in a stage 2 uptrend, and definitely, what target are we in for? I think the maximum we can get is all the way up here at some point in time. If we get the full move, I think somewhere up here, at roughly 20, that could be a place to take profit if we get there. So like 100% from now. But that's not tomorrow, obviously. But definitely this is some early sign stuff here. I guess if we have you can see here, we added a Bollinger Band. I love Bollinger Bands, by the way. Bollinger Band expansion. I mean, this has a lot of momentum, no doubt about it. GNK, so the Genco Shipping Trading Limited. Boom. That's the breakout, guys. It really is. We had our levels in. You can see here, when we cleared that 14.5 level, boom, one-way street. And that was your entry. And we talked about it. So if you entry there, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Again, you need to have your orders in. Always use limit orders. So do your homework and then say, all right, if we break, in this case, that level, I'm long. So yeah, pullbacks is the name of the game. Buy the pullbacks if you are to go into these moves here. Again, Bollinger Bands, excuse me. You can see the squeeze there, very tight, and now we have expansion to the upside. So again, this is on the weekly. So again, we are getting some overbought here on the daily. So any pullback or bull flags on lower time frames, in my view, is a buy. Is a buy. DSX, Diana Shipping, breaking down here, doing the retest now again. If this goes up here again, I want to make sure that that is an entry if we can get above. How could you play it? How could you play it? You can see here we are having some early signs that maybe this is the false breakdown. So if we come back above that level, let's call it 360, you can have an entry with a stop at roughly 330, give or take. Or if you want to play it a bit more tight stop, below this golden trend line here again, so at roughly 340. It's up to you. It is up to you. But this could be a false breakdown of the neckline. And yeah, boat, again, also looking intriguingly nice. We are having an entry, actually a buy here. And if you want to play it, you can have a stop below, or if you get back below the green. But definitely, if we can clear this high here, which I think we will soon, getting above, let's call it, that's very nice, but yeah, 28.9, give or take, that's, the confirmation of that squeeze. Then we should be going up to here and then blast out from there. That's just my take. If you leave such a squeeze here, then this resistance will get broken very often. Maybe not first time, but then we will go on the fourth. So beautiful. TNK. TNK, again, overall bullish. For some reason, I had a flag here. Or squeezed there. Still we're above. I think we need to go into this red zone here at roughly 61, 68 before we see any bigger resistance get hit. It's a bit late in the move, so there might be a bit of juice left in it, but that's it. TORM here, again, we are in this bearish channel here, and I suspect that we are going to visit it for the third time again. If I want to get in, I think the dividends is quite nice, so 18%. I want to be buying here again. If it goes away, fair enough. I didn't, but I want to buy it here. Otherwise, as for now, I am not interested in it. So roughly 135, give or take. That's when I'm getting very excited to get into the stock here. So huge move upright, bull flag, and that's my setup here. Okay, INSB. I want to go to the daily, I think, here just to show you. Again, we broke out from that golden trend line, and now we're bull flagging. So I think when we get above the green here, breaking out and getting above the green at roughly 48.34-ish, that's an entry to go long. So let's see, definitely is still, this is a bullish structure, and we are back above that golden trend line. So this one has a bias to the upside without any doubt, in my view. Quickly, the weekly here for DHT Holdings. Again, we are still in our green, beautiful uptrend. Don't play it. Don't make it more complicated as it is. As long as we are in this uptrend, you are long. It is what it is. STNG. Again, we are riding here the top of the bull flag. Let's see if it holds. If we get back in, maybe a warning, but definitely for now, we are on the top of the bull flag here. Typically, I would like to have a third low, as you know, if you know how I'm looking at stuff here. So let's see if this can hold. Again, you could also argue that maybe that's the top. So be a bit careful, but the two touches here is why I'm aligning it as it is. So NAT, again, this is the bearish structure. I don't know how to play this one here. Also, we had a bit of a red week, actually. And all I can say is that if we get below that blue squeeze here, very bearish. If we can start to pull up again, okay, it looks fine. But again, I'm just waiting patiently for a possible break of that golden trend line here. Otherwise, it's no point. I don't know how to play that kind of structure. So FRO with some early warning signs, I will have to add. Look at this parallel gold yellow channel. This could be a false breakout. Okay. And again, if we lose this internal green uptrend here, that's when you want to be, oops, the uptrend is over. So roughly at $18, $19, give or take. That's when you should be worried. And again, if we get that break, I think we can have a buy here at roughly 13, pivot high there. You can see the interaction. So that's when I will be waiting. If that happens, that's when I think this will become a very good buy. 18% dividend, beautiful. GGH. Again, this has been bought up. Again, we will not be looking into it. At least there's a bid. So Sim Salabim, up 8% today, still in a huge downtrend. We are getting stretched from the 30 weekly. So I think we could actually break the downtrend. However, I think this will take a long time to base out before it can be bullish. But again, everyone is hitting it, so maybe that's why we are bottoming here. I don't know. Still, I need to see what happens for the next half a year for this stock before I'm having any bullish views on this one. The BDRY sector, Jesus, holy moly, it looks absolutely fantastic. It really does. Early stuff here, I like it. I like what I see overall. The signs are a lot more bullish than bearish, that's for sure. Definitely within the Baltic Dry Index. So with that said, and my voice is running out of steam, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I really do. Again, leave a comment, good or bad, so we can have a nice conversation. And yeah, guys, have a great weekend, and I hope you enjoy every single ounce of it. And speaking of ounces, gold and silver, guys, don't miss out. I will do a video on the silver miners, the gold miners, the ETFs, because they will, if gold and silver does what I think it will, very shortly, the gold and silver miners will do 10 times better. So have a great one, guys, and again, great weekend. Cheers, guys. Bye.